If the Kurt Warner story was a Hollywood movie, it would fall into the action-adventure category.
What a pass by Kurt Warner, the first quarterback in NFL history with 3 touchdown passes in each of his first 3 starts.
In this genre, the main character comes from humble beginnings. Before joining the St. Louis Rams, Warner played minor league football and worked at a supermarket to make ends meet.
You had to score every time you touched the ball. You threw every down. It helped me become more accurate, to get the ball out quickly. Arena football helped me tremendously to handle everything that would be thrown at me in the years to come.
Kurt Warner checks in.
Vermeil, who cries easily, let's admit it, but this time had a pretty good reason. It just was like, there goes our season.
We will rally around Kurt Warner, and we'll play good football.
In 1999, his first year as a starter, Warner threw 41 touchdown passes and led the Rams to the Super Bowl.
Couldn't ask for a better script. Let's go win it right now.
The Super Bowl can bury great players of great confidence, but he's one of those guys who had the ability to, like, I guess I'll digest this in the off season, you know? I got enough to do right now. Easy thing to say, but hard to do.
Kurt Warner followed up his regular season MVP with a Super Bowl MVP, and his 414 yards passing remains a Super Bowl record.
St. Louis, the gateway to the West, is now the gateway to the best football team in the world.
Come from basically nowhere to start in the NFL and to win. This is his dream. This is what he always pictured himself doing, and he's just letting everybody else in on it. It's an awesome thing.
There's a lot more to being an NFL football player than just how fast you run and how far you can throw the football. You know, there's a lot that comes from your heart and being a winner.
People are trying to find all these reasons about Kurt, his experiences here, and he did this. And Kurt's just that good. There's something about Kurt's personality. There's a certain calmness that to be able to step in and play under the pressure like that and carry a team that is really good enough to get into the playoffs and everybody's excited about it. It was a tremendous stress, and he handled that exceptionally well.
After the first game, I don't think anybody had any doubt that Kurt could get it done. And as long as we gave him our support each and every day and every time we went out there on the field. And then it became as to where, Kurt was supporting all of us. And in those first 6 games or so, we started to notice about him. He just never missed. The guy was open. The ball was always right there. It still is. But we kind of expect it from him now. We're kind of spoiled.
think there's a lot of things that make Kurt Warner special, but probably one of the things that you have the greatest respect for. You know, Kurt was always a guy that did a great job of getting the ball out on time and making the accurate throws. But there was a lot of times, especially on deeper throws, where he had to stand in there and let go of the ball at the last second and take a beating.
The Cardinals were no longer thinking good enough.
You know, what I recognized or saw pretty quick was this was a guy that wasn't of the mindset of what I really was when I walked in there, that Kurt Warner's done. He had kind of been to the top of the mountain and was on his way back down. He definitely believed he had a little more left.
Warner began the 2007 season on the bench. In the 5th game, Matt Leinart broke his collarbone. The 36-year-old quarterback got his chance to show what kind of drive he still had.
The very next game, Kurt's first start, he dislocated his elbow.
That would have ended the season for a lot of people, and there was no way. He fought back as quick as you could fight back.
On some of his handoffs, he would cross over with his right hand and turn it over backwards. You knew at that point, this guy wants to play.
In the last 8 games, Warner averaged nearly 300 yards passing and threw 21 touchdowns.
In the end of the 2007 season, I don't know that there was a better quarterback in the league than the way Kurt played for us.
That was really when everybody, you know, kind of looked and said, this guy is still Kurt Warner. Tough, competitive, the greatest I've ever been around.
In 2007, Warner surprised the Cardinals coaching staff. In 2008, he would attempt to shock the world.
Once he'd shown at the end of the 2007 season what he could do, and then continued to work on some of the things that we felt prepared him to play well, it wasn't a hard decision. You know, it really just came down to who we felt gave us the best chance to win at that time, and that was Kurt.
The Cardinals began flying high, winning 7 of their first 10 games.
Oh, what a throw by Graybeard, Kurt Warner.
We practiced in the rain 2 straight days. I mean, it was coming down like cats and dogs. I think guys really understood the importance of putting together a good week of work. And it was all started by Kurt. I mean, those 2 rain practices, I don't think a ball touched the ground. And from that day on, we were a different ball club, and it all started with him.
In the playoffs, the Cardinals turned their play around. The NFL's most unlikely success story had done it again. He had taken the Cardinals to a place they had never been.
When nobody else believed in us, when nobody else believed in me, you guys did, and we're going to the Super Bowl!
At the start of Super Bowl XLIII, Warner was awarded the NFL Man of the Year.
Gonna throw a fade right side, Fitzgerald, he got it! Touchdown! Warner to pass with time, fires over the middle of Fitz, caught at the 45-50, Fitz is loose 40,